Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
Will school days or hours be cut, or will PSS have enough funds to keep classrooms open?
Also tonight, DPS says with austerity coming, they will emphasize active patrol duty.
And the former Hyatt, current Marianas Beach Resort should be a Sheraton by Christmas.
In sports, it's Shark Week as we head into the lagoon of Bora Bora and find some very curious creatures.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
Over the past year, the Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council has traveled across the Mariana Islands, American Samoa, and Hawaiian Islands to hear directly from fishing communities living on the edges of a changing environment. Through support from the Inflation Reduction Act, we've been meeting with small boat fishermen, indigenous leaders, and community advocates to understand how the climate is impacting their access to fisheries, island infrastructure, and food security. From Hilo to Hagatnya, from Ta'u to Tinian, our communities are sharing their experiences. They're feeling the effects of a changing ocean, shifting fish stocks, predatory sharks, and the challenges of regulatory pressure without resources they need to adapt to these changes. In response, the Council and our federal partners are working out a climate responsive plan that include scenario planning to prepare for future challenges, regulatory reviews to fit policies with local needs, better management practices to adapt to changes, and support and training for our fishing communities. This isn't just about fish. It's about the people who rely on fishing to feed their families, sustain their cultures, and grow their economies. By listening thoughtfully and acting strategically, we're working to ensure the U.S. Pacific Islands have the voice, the skills, the tools, and the resilience to navigate the currents of future change. Aloha, olomwe, undang kulu si jusmase, and tofa soifua fa'afatai.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on October 3rd from our studio on Capitol Hill.
The Board of Education huddled this week as they prepare to implement potential budget cuts to the system that educates around 8,000 children across primary, junior high, and high school. PSS also has about 1,300 employees, and the cuts could run deep. The big question: will instructional hours or days be cut from the school year? That is still anybody's guess. An emergency session of the CNMI Board of Education is called after the governor signs a stopgap $179 million fiscal year 2026 budget. Early this year, the public school system submitted a $49 million budget request to the governor and the legislature, and he met with all parties to state their case. Public information sessions were then held to alert parents, teachers, and students of potential ramifications of an underfunded school system. Understanding the reality of a struggling economy, PSS came up with a variety of scenarios accommodating budget differentials. The number of $40 million was agreed upon as a reasonable solution. PSS Commissioner Lawrence Camacho.
Some of the things that we saw out of this budget law, or we see out of this budget law, is obviously the number 31.7 is very low, and it was the scenario that we were pretty much was really concerned about.
That number is derived from the 25% constitutionally allocated budgetary guarantee to the school system, minus debt obligations deemed deductible by the CNMI legislature. Stipulations were also added, including lowering the percentage of administration costs for PSS. Contingencies are now being put into place.
By going down and actually planning to furlough folks in central office and reducing our work hours of the central office personnel to 64, that is implementing that plan to go on austerity measures for that, and then we are allowed to go and do austerity measures on the instructional staff.
Andrew Orsini, board member.
But looking at the budget that I've read and looking at what entails stipulation, I think there's a question of legal ramifications to what we're trying to do. And I think this needs to be also in part of that 25% question, because this is already, I think to me, this is illegal from what our good people there in the legislature is ruling.
The board may seek legal recourse, not, they say, as an adversarial stance, but to clarify PSS autonomy in future budget seasons. Legal recourse or not for this budgetary season, there is still hope. Board of Education Chair Ashumar Ogumoro Uladong.
What it is actually what the administration wants to do and is proposing is actually going closer to the 25%, which would actually net us a higher amount than what was approved in the budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, of course, that's what they're going to submit to the legislature.
And the beat goes on.
Yesterday at 3 p.m., the House and Senate met with the Attorney General to discuss the $29 million margin loan from the Marianas Public Land Trust. In the coming week, Senate President Carl King Neighbors hopes to have another meeting including MPLT as well as the governor and lieutenant governor.
Obviously, this is a very trying and difficult situation for all parties involved. I understand MPLT's stance, trying to do the best for what they believe is the best for their fiduciary duties, and we're trying to understand also how we can best move forward, because we don't have too many options left with regards to this funding, and this funding is greatly needed to assist PSS, GHLI. There's a myriad of things that are in limbo, in flux, that is predicated on the consummation of this loan. So we hope that meeting can be productive and that we have better news after that discussion.
Well, good news. The Marianas Beach Resort is proud to announce its progress into the Sheraton Saipan Resort, marking a new era of hospitality in the Northern Mariana Islands. This is not official, but Marianas Beach Resort, formerly Hyatt Regency Saipan, is working towards an official grand opening as a Sheraton on December 20th, 2025. The rebranded resort will bring new service standards, modern amenities, and the trusted excellence of the Sheraton brand to guests from around the globe. The rebranding aligns with Marriott International's vision to expand its portfolio into the Asia-Pacific region and strengthen Saipan's position as a travel destination. The Sheraton Saipan Resort will feature renovated guest rooms and suites with ocean views, expanded dining options including international cuisine and local flavors, enhanced recreational facilities, and modern meeting and event spaces designed for business and celebrations. The resort's rebranding is expected to boost Saipan's tourism sector, create new jobs, and attract international travelers seeking both relaxation and adventure. Local residents and visitors can look forward to grand opening festivities in December with special promotions and cultural showcases to celebrate the occasion. Owner David Hood says about the process of becoming part of the Sheraton family, quote, "It's been challenging, but we feel blessed with our amazing employees and all the accomplishments," unquote. According to the company, Sheraton Hotels and Resorts, part of the Marriott International, it's one of the world's most recognized hospitality brands with nearly 450 hotels across 70 countries. Known for its legacy of warm service, modern design, and community focus, Sheraton continues to bring people together in destinations around the world.
The Commonwealth Free Trade Zone Authority is now the Commonwealth Economic Incentive Authority. Confirming appointees for Board of Directors is underway. 3 Board of Directors for the Commonwealth Economic Incentive Authority appointed by the Governor were confirmed at a Senate session this morning. They are Tina Arzavan, Remedio Mofnas, and Dave Berger.
It's sort of a renaming of the Free Trade Zone Authority Board. We've had a free trade zone law on the books for decades. And for whatever reason, it was never activated. Nobody took advantage of it. No operations were set up. The property wasn't used. But some time ago, the idea came up that, well, we should take another look at this. We have a very good tool here that we can use to attract investors.
Under the statute, a board is being created, and their role is to push marketing efforts and showcase benefits offered to businesses wanting to come into the CNMI. During the session, Senator Paul Manglona used an analogy of a car.
The way I look at it is we have a vehicle parked in the garage for I don't know how many decades already, and we're taking out the vehicle and we're putting EV battery.
Senate President Carl King Neighbors.
In actuality, that's what we hope, that it bears fruit, that we are able to find gaps, find people who have left, find new investors, and rebuild our car. So we, and that it's modern and it fits the needs of today while looking forward to tomorrow.
With the announcement of austerity for all CNMI government employees, the Department of Public Safety says austerity or no austerity, public safety is the priority. DPS Public Information Officer Fred Sato and Commissioner Anthony Macaranas.
Just to assure the community that services are still going to be provided regardless with the austerity measures, and go ahead and give the floor to the Commissioner.
Thank you again. I want to let the community assure them that public services will not be hampered. There's no difference from the previous time that we've been providing public services. The only effects that some of my personals who are to be affected with their reduction of hours, which are mostly the support staff and officers that are not performing patrol work, will be affected on those reduction of hours. But as essential services to provide law enforcement is still in place.
The Commissioner states that 911 emergency communications are considered frontline services and will not receive any reduction in service hours. And, for your information, both the Commissioner and Public Information Officer will be subject to austerity themselves.
Rest assured that the Department of Public Safety will continue to go out and enforce diligently the services that's supposed to be given out to the community.
Coming up, an introvert and an extrovert walk through the double doors and are welcomed to Saipan.
And behind every pink ribbon is a warrior, a survivor, and a story of hope. More news next.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially through game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
I'm just so tired of you. You're not here. Oh, I'm just so fed up with you already. Why can't you just be, a good father and all of that and just help me out? And I don't even know what to say anymore because I'm tired. You're just, look at you.
In our village, everyone knows everyone. But when my mom is home, she turns into a different person.
You think you're better than me? You're just like everyone else. Nothing.
I don't know why mommy yells like that. Daddy always stays quiet, but it makes me scared.
Hey, so how's everything at home? I noticed you were looking a little sad in class today.
The teacher asked if I was okay. I didn't know what to say, but I told her everything.
Thank you for coming in and seeing us, Luan. I want to give you some pamphlets and some help. As you can see, this is, how to get away from your domestic wife.
People listened. They didn't judge us. They helped Daddy and me find a safe place. Now, there's no more yelling. Daddy makes me happy and safe. We laugh together. My dad and I were scared, but now we are not, because in our community, we take care of each other.
If you see something, say something. Families impacted by domestic violence need your voice. Call for help. Together, we can break the cycle and build our families. To make a report, call the Division on Youth Services Child Protective Services 24-hour on-call number for Saipan at 670-285-2780 or 2781. For Tinian at 670-287-3268. For Rhoda at 670-287-2553. For emergencies, please call 911. Tell a teacher, counselor, or trusted adult. We are here for you.
Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
At Marianas Beach Resort, Come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go.
Welcome back. You're watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Are you quiet and reserved yet enjoy the company of others? Or are you outgoing and festive but enjoy your moments of solitude? Both are available here where you are welcomed to Saipan. Frank Cabrera may well be an introvert. Now living in North Carolina, he returns home to Saipan to reunite with loved ones, both family and friends. He was in the Marines for 18 years.
You know, how have those 18 years been?
Interesting.
Meanwhile, Elder Solayog is anything but reserved.
So I'm a missionary from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and us missionaries, we go around meeting with people, talking with them, getting to know them, and also sharing messages about Jesus Christ.
And how long have you been a missionary for?
So for me, I've been a missionary for 19 months now, so I've been doing it for a while, but it's been great. I love it.
Sometimes a quiet answer is rooted in a quiet truth.
What's one thing you miss the most about Saipan?
The food.
The food. What's your favorite food?
I'd say the Chamorro fried rice and the red rice.
And sometimes a loud answer is rooted in a loud truth.
One of the things I believe is that Jesus Christ is our Savior, and He loves us very much. And one of the things that He gives us is joy in our lives, because in our lives sometimes we'll have challenges, and one of the things that can help us is the love that Jesus Christ gives to anyone. And I know that if people will continue to follow Jesus Christ, then they'll be able to find joy in their lives. And I've seen that, and that's why I want to share that to people.
And an introvert is not always introverted.
Kind of rooted in North Carolina, but things may change. I might move back.
And an extrovert is sometimes introspective.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love the people here. They're so nice. They're so loving. I really hope to get to know the culture and continue to serve them the best I can.
An introvert and an extrovert both walk through the double doors of Saipan International. The purpose? To reunite with other people and to share the love. Hugwaizahau, welcome home, and welcome to Saipan.
The campaign for breast cancer awareness is in full effect in the CNMI.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month is not just about wearing pink. It's about making sure every woman, no matter her income, background, or beliefs, has a chance to catch cancer early and fight it with the full support of her community.
The Commonwealth Cancer Association, CCA, aims to honor fighters, survivors, and those who've lost fighting the battle of breast cancer in the month of October. The theme this year is Sisterhood. CCA Board President Jocelyn De Leon Guerrero.
Sisterhood means lifting each other up, reminding one another that health matters, and walking together in courage and hope.
The proclamation is read by breast cancer survivor Sandy Leon Guerrero and her daughter Justity Mizutani.
According to the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, from 2007 to 2021, breast cancer was the leading cancer among adults in the CNMI, with 81% of cases found at stage 3 or higher, when treatment is harder and outcomes are more uncertain.
Whereas women are the backbones of our families and communities, often placing the needs of others before their own. Yet true sisterhood calls us to remind one another that your health matters too.
Governor David Apatang and Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola signed the documents proclaiming October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 3-year breast cancer survivor Angel Cabrera shared her journey. She says this is what it was like when she first found out she had cancer.
I was diagnosed back in April of 2022, and that's when my world crashed to the ground. And I had no idea what to do next. And I let myself feel all my feelings. Pain, discomfort, anger, frustration, devastation. I felt all of it.
Dr. Laura Webb shared information on the breast cancer screening available at the Commonwealth Healthcare Center. Palliative care and oncology nurse practitioner Vanessa Sine speaks on how working with women with breast cancer is sacred work, and CCA Community Outreach and Marketing Coordinator Franco de Leon Guerrero on the support received from the community.
Here at CCA, we are so grateful to have partners like you and have a community to be so strong and to join together for the cause, join together for the battle, join together for the fight, and be there for our breast cancer survivors, be there for our cancer survivors, and be there for each other.
The Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council and the Pacific Islands Fishery Group are inviting island communities to the next round of consultation meetings. The goal, to hear directly from fishers and families about the challenges and traditions shaping local fisheries.
The meetings are part of an ongoing series across the Mariana Islands. The last few days, the organizers have been in Guam. Organizers say the sessions give fishing families and community members a chance to share experiences, cultural knowledge, and concerns. The first CNMI meeting happens tomorrow. That's Saturday, October 4th, and that'll be held at the Crown Plaza Resort in Garapan from 1 to 3 p.m. Focus will be on market prices and seafood safety improvements. Next, the consultation heads to Rhoda. That's going to happen on Tuesday, October the 7th at the Mayor of Rhoda Conference Hall. That meeting is going to run in the evening, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., with discussions on environmental changes, cultural practices, and opportunities for youth and aquaculture. And then finally, the series will wrap up on Wednesday, October the 8th, on Tinian at the Tinian Western Lodge. That's in Marpo Heights, also from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Everyone is welcome to attend. Organizers say it's an important opportunity to share what's happening on the water and to help shape the future of island fisheries.
Coming up in sports, if you knew what they now know, sharks! Would you snorkel in the waters of Bora Bora? Stay tuned!
Over the past year, the Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council has traveled across the Mariana Islands, American Samoa, and Hawaiian Islands to hear directly from fishing communities living on the edges of a changing environment. Through support from the Inflation Reduction Act, we've been meeting with small boat fishermen, indigenous leaders, and community advocates to understand how the climate is impacting their access to fisheries, island infrastructure, and food security. From Hilo to Hagatnya, from Ta'u to Tinian, our communities are sharing their experiences. They're feeling the effects of a changing ocean, shifting fish stocks, predatory sharks, and the challenges of regulatory pressure without resources they need to adapt to these changes. In response, the Council and our federal partners are working out a climate responsive plan that include scenario planning to prepare for future challenges, regulatory reviews to fit policies with local needs, better management practices to adapt to changes, and support and training for our fishing communities. This isn't just about fish. It's about the people who rely on fishing to feed their families, sustain their cultures, and grow their economies. By listening thoughtfully and acting strategically, we're working to ensure the U.S. Pacific Islands have the voice, the skills, the tools, and the resilience to navigate the currents of future change. Aloha, olomwe, undang kulu si jusmase, and tofa soifua fa'afatai.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! Tonight, we continue our series in French Polynesia, more specifically from the Bora Bora Lagoon. And tonight we have sharks! Our Chris Nelson reports from Shark School as he ponders a late-night swim.
Up at the crack of dawn, we take our small rigid inflatable and head into a spot not marked on any map. In fact, we are the only ones in the water. Have we found the secret spot? And it gets better. Under the water, we find some ancient scrolls. Perhaps these were created 2,000 years ago by the first Polynesians. Wow, I didn't realize they had such a command of English. The water clarity is amazing and good for everyone to jump in and enjoy, because very soon there will be no more snorkeling. We will have more on that later.
What's today's itinerary? Where are we going?
Well, we're going to circle around the island of Bora Bora. There is only one pass coming into this lagoon, and so we were almost as far away from that pass as you could get for the night where we moored. So now we're circling around to exit the pass and then get outside the reef, and then we'll decide where we go somewhat based upon the wind direction. If we can get to Ta'a, we'll go to Ta'a. If the wind prefers that we go back to Raiatea, we'll go there. So we have options.
Winds are light, seas are calm, and we make our way across the ocean. We park for the afternoon here. It's a pretty great place to hang out, and hanging is our thing. As the sun sets and the blue water turns to a deeper shade of night, we grab a flashlight and look off the stern. Maybe a midnight swim? Are we in Finland? There will be no late-night swims for our crew, and I'll tell you what, if we knew then what we know now, it might have been hard to get the crew up for our early morning snorkeling sessions. Just saying.
It looks like some dicey water there, but I would like to go on the record of saying I ain't afraid of no sharks.
Well, that's because you only swim in the pool, Dad. Our series from the South Pacific will wrap up next week, all aboard the Petunia, and you can catch it here on the Channel 2 News.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight should be mostly clear with only a 20% chance of isolated showers, slight breezes, and low temperatures of around 79 degrees. The weekend should remain mild with only a 20% chance of isolated rainfall, high temperatures near 87 degrees and lows of around 78 degrees. The sun has set at 6:05 p.m. tonight and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:07 a.m. And with the onset of austerity, I plan to stay in bed so as not to turn on the light, shed a blanket so as to avoid aircon usage, and to snore loudly in order to drown out the sound of the morning roosters. And after a few extra hours of austere sleep, I will rise to enjoy a shortened day with gusto and delight. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sharks, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We will see you again, hopefully, with There Are No Sharks on Monday.